Hola, estudiantes y mis seguidores. Intento enseñar español a ustedes. God damn, my ears hurt from yesterday. Oh my goodness. I think it's being in that parking lot with the laundromat and cars driving by and revving their stupid engines, and the sound is just piercing to my ears, and my ears are fucking hurting and like making my hairs stand up today. Oh, it hurts. Man, I gotta wear earplugs when I'm out. Today, tonight, because I already did a live stream earlier today, I'm going to try and give some Spanish lessons. My fingers hurt too, maybe from lifting weights, because I literally have been exercising every single day for the last 2 weeks. Thanksgiving Day is going to be my first day taking a break from that, just because the gym's going to be closed. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep too. I don't really want to go to a motel. I thought I would. I'll save a motel for Christmas or something, because I don't really have much money right now. I could probably afford one. I just don't want to spend that money when I really don't need to now. One person here. All right. Esta es un lección en español para ti. Oh, man. By the way, so here's a lesson. Oh, god damn, my ears hurt so much. If you want to say god damn, my ears hurt in Spanish, you would say Dios maldito, me duelen los oídos. Notice you say me duelen, like me is me, but you pronounce the E phonetically. In Spanish, it's me. Me duelen. In other words, it's like the hurting comes to my ears. It's a reflexive verb, meaning it's not just, you wouldn't say just my ears hurt, because if you say my ears hurt in Spanish, if you translate word for word like in English, what you would be doing is saying your ears hurt something, like they're hurting something else. So it doesn't work that way in Spanish. You have to use the like direct object pronoun me to refer back to yourself. Me duelen los oídos. My ears hurt from those screeching engine noises yesterday at the laundromat, I think. And my fingers hurt. Me duelen los dedos. So in other words, it's like saying the pain comes to my fingers. It's not like saying my fingers hurt, because if you said my fingers hurt, Spanish, the word hurt, it would mean like they're hurting something else. So that's why it has to refer back. It's reflexive. Hi, Renee. Oh my goodness. I did a bunch of reading today. Look how much of Uta Hagen's Respect for Acting I got through. So that's the section I read. Probably I read 60 pages today. I don't know. And I did a bunch of, man, my fingers are hurting. Did a bunch of translating in El Tiempo Latino. You can see all the words I translate. I did that yesterday, but today I translated a story about, and a lot of the words I know, it's just the words I don't know. This story I translated, about, it's El Salvadorian, how do I say it? El Salvadorian dresses, jewelry, and the dresses, you notice they're blue. That's actually, it's dyed indigo, and it's all handmade dresses. It was part of like a runway show in Hyattsville, Maryland, not terribly far from here, to bring people together who are different, like backgrounds in El Salvador, and artists, and people from places where there aren't many opportunities there. They specifically mention that, and they use indigo dye to make these dresses handmade, so they're supposedly, not environmentally harmful. Yeah, I did a bunch of reading today. I went to the library. When the library closed, I went to the gym and did more reading there, because at the gym they have tables, and I got a chair massage at the gym. The nicest part of that, really, they have these things that grip your legs and massage your legs, but it kind of was hurting my shin, so I had to dial down the strength on it. It hurts my ears just to hear me talking right now. This is so unpleasant. That noise really, like, it was unpleasant yesterday at the laundromat, hearing cars in the parking lot screeching and everything. So, again, if you would say, God damn, my ears hurt, You would say Dios maldito. Dio, I should do the Spanish, not Spanish, Spanish language pronunciation. Spanish would mean from Spain, but there's many Spanish-speaking countries. Dios maldito, me duelen los oídos. God damn it, my ears hurt. Just subscribe. Down with landlords. Yes! Now, I don't know how to say landlord exactly in Spanish. I think it's propietario, but that's not exactly landlord. That means owner. So it can mean like propietario de la casa, owner of the house. So I guess that could be landlord, but I'm not sure. Someone correct me. I'm trying to get this phone. There we go. And yes, got another person joining the car. By the way, sleeping in my car, great decision. Every day I am so fucking glad I don't have roommates. So cada dia, or is o in Spanish. So cada dia means every day, each day, or todos los días, like all the days. Todos los días estoy. Now, cussing in Spanish I'm not as good at, because people like who are fluent with it, they can cuss better. But if you're technically trying to translate directly, you might say, I should say, because again, you got to take, well, I didn't say this already, but you got to take words, and not just the individual words, but the way they're combined, the whole phrase affects the translation. So this may not be exactly right. This is kind of the American, easy for Americans version, saying, estoy jodidamente feliz que no tengo compañeros de la casa. I'm so fucking glad or happy I don't have roommates. Compañeros de la casa, like companions of the house. Or it's a coworkers, compañeros de trabajo. Work companions, technically. Yeah, down with landlords. Why do we have landlords? Can anyone answer that? Because you can't afford a home. So obviously, if we had affordable homes, there wouldn't be landlords. So it's win-win across the board, except for the landlords. They don't get to win, but everyone else gets to win. The people who were formerly tenants, their families, workers everywhere, they win because they can have affordable housing. No landlords. Landlords make people homeless. My fingers are hurting. I don't know what maybe it's just lifting weights a lot. I've literally been lifting weights every day for like 15 days. No, wait. Today's the 20th? Yeah, today's the 20th. So 20 days now, or 21 maybe? No, 20 days. Without a break, 7 days a week, because I go to the gym to shower anyway, so once I'm there, I'll exercise. And I'm not bragging. I mean, you know, it's good work. I'm glad to do it. I'm like, hey, may as well just get it done. And plus, you got to feel good if you're living in your car. You got to keep moving. You must be saving so much money, and the quiet is nice. It is. Without my house, how much I pay in insurance, car payment. I wasn't saving much money. Now I am. Today's the first day I did not spend a dime out anywhere. I figured I could just eat out food every day and I'd save money, and I kind of was, I think. But the problem is, on top of that, I had other expenses, just things I didn't realize I'd need or taking care of. So I was spending sometimes $30, $40, $50 a day. So when you think about that, it's like that's all my rent. Now, if I just spent what I was spending in rent before, that would be fine. But it was more than that. It was on pace for more than that. So finally, I just got $50 worth of groceries. Really, it was like maybe $35 or $40 of groceries. And a lot of that was, the $10 of that was a big box of like 288 pieces of plastic silverware. So that's great. That'll last me at least like maybe half the year. Because mostly I just use that, the spoons, knives, forks, it doesn't matter, just for eating yogurt. Well, the spoons for yogurt and peanut butter. But the peanut butter, I can use knives and forks. It doesn't matter too. So next time it'll be cheaper. So now if I'm only spending, even if I spent $50 a week on groceries, which I'm curious to see, can I limit to that? Probably not. Because already the peanut butter is getting low. I'm out of oranges. I have 2 or 3 more apples. And I don't need to eat much though. If I can even, let's say 75, hell, make it $100 a week, even if I ate that much. And because I'm going to be spending money out, like once a week, I'd like to go out to a restaurant, especially to practice my Spanish. Oh, I forgot I'm giving Spanish lessons this video. Una vez por semana me gustaría ir a un restaurante. una vez por semana, one time a week, me gustaría, I would like to go to a restaurant, ir a un restaurante, and practice my Spanish and get out. But other than that, I learned I'm able to save money pretty well, and I'll go to cheap grocery stores from now on, like Walmart, Aldi. I'll try not to go to the more expensive places, Safeway, Harris Teeter. Sometimes they have good deals on stuff. Harris Teeter, surprisingly, I guess because some of them are really large. Maybe that's it. I don't know. They have better deals because you'd think they're more expensive just because they seem more kind of upscale. But it really wasn't too bad. Let me see if I can turn this light off. We still got light. Yeah, I'll leave the light off because I don't want to run my car battery too much all the time. But anyways, I translated this article today. Salvadoreños presentan propuesta de moda artesanal en Maryland. So Salvadorians present, not propuesta, I'm not sure 100% what it means because the translation, it means like proposal or offer. But in this case, it's a runway show. So they're saying Salvadorians present propuesta de moda artesanal. De moda artesanal means handmade fashion in Maryland. So they present an offer of handmade. It means something like that the Google Translate didn't exactly get across. Because obviously you can't always go by a dictionary definition when you're translating languages, because sometimes it just means something like everybody knows what it means, but it's not written down in a dictionary. And again, it was about these Salvadorian clothes with like deeply dyed that are handmade, like blue dresses, garments. They got like talked about rhinestones and leather as well. And they're made by artists, designers who are doing this sort of, commemorate, celebrate Salvadorian heritage, show that, hey, it's not like it's, it's valid, it's real, especially in this country when it's systematically smeared as only MS-13. El Salvador and MS-13, and somehow we can't separate the idea of, there are lots of people who are struggling and brutalized and who we've helped brutalize in El Salvador with our policies, and then MS-13. So they're the most dangerous street gang, apparently, to Trump, even though they're really kind of on the decline here. And yet at the same time, ostensibly, if they're so dangerous, you would think there'd be lots of people avoiding them and trying to flee and escape them. And yet we try and deny their existence too. So how does that make sense? Anyways, yeah, click the like button, everybody. Thanks, Renee. Must be difficult eating healthy, living out of your car. Kind of, yeah. Because today I had like 5 or 6 pieces of bread, wheat bread. But it was cheap bread too. I'm thinking maybe I can spend a little more on better bread because it's like really soft bread. You can tell it's like not much fiber in it or anything. No seeds in it or anything. I got like a really cheap loaf of bread. So I'm like, okay, I can get a little bit more expensive loaf of bread. That's fine. And at least peanut butter, almonds. Almonds are so expensive, like $10 a bag of almonds. And once in a while, like at CVS, they'll have them on sale for like $6. But a lot, like anywhere, I go Walmart. You'd think Walmart has them cheaper. They don't. They're still $10 there. Box of rice cereal that's cheap. Raisins. And I mix that in with my yogurt. And then I just have some apples and oranges. I'm going to switch to pears instead of apple. Apples are too bitter. Not bitter, but like tangy. Too much like sour for me. So I like pears better. They're sweeter. And plus that's good because they got fiber in them. Helps keep cholesterol down. That's one thing I'm always trying to do. Dave's Killer Bread is, yeah, it's really good. Very expensive. It's like $5 or $6 a loaf for it. Alejandro Solis, thanks for clicking like. Oh, my ears are hurting. So anyways, I said I translated that so you can see all the words I translated. I wrote down that I had to translate. The other words I knew, but a lot of these words here, like I had to translate. That was good. The bad thing is in the library, I can't speak out loud. So it's kind of better to be at the gym, but even at the gym, little beeps and whistles and stuff just pierce my ears, especially after yesterday. Hearing my own voice pierces my ears. And I translated other articles already in this newspaper, like Latinas destacan clave para apreciar la diversidad. Can you even see it now? You can't even see it. Who cares? I mean, I'm not saying who cares about the article. I'm saying who cares about showing it to you. It's so... But here it is. I got it. And it's about different types of Hispanic women or Latina women, like Afro-Latina, and different heritages, and people who, came to America not knowing the language when they were kids and struggled for an identity. And what was it? It was like again like a cultural event, like a commemoration. There. Let's see. It's good to read, by the way, stuff like this, advertisements, because you kind of hear a little bit more casual language. So this is for Anthem Health Keepers Plus. So like health insurance, I guess. Regrese hoy mismo. Regrese is the subjunctive form of regresar. Regresar, think about it, regress, to go back. So it's like come with us hoy mismo, today. Like, and hoy is today, but mismo is like emphasize it even more, like the same. It means the same. So like this day, like come today. Regrese is a subjunctive, and when you use it like that in this context, it means it's like telling you to do this, as opposed to saying like you return today. It's saying return today or join us today, kind of. Plan Anthem Health Keepers Plus para contar con los beneficios de Medicaid o FAMIS. So para contar means in order to count or to get an account of, with the benefits of Medicaid and FAMIS. Mantenga sus doctores, so that means keep your doctors, y todos sus beneficios, all your benefits, como medicamentos sin receta, sin costo, like medications without receta. Now receta, I'm used to it meaning recipe. So sin receta means something else here in this context. I don't know. Sin costo, without cost, transporte y mucho más. Transportation y much more. I said y much more. I meant and much more. Another article. This one stood out strongly in my mind because it's about something, we all got to deal with here. And I was surprised to hear that so many people have health insurance in D.C., but there's still a ton of people that don't. Tens of thousands of Hispanics, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. So this is El Distrito de Columbia impulsa la cobertura de salud. Oh, you can't even see that. But El Distrito de Columbia, District of Columbia, or D.C., impulsa, it means propels, or pushes, la cobertura, means covering, de salud, like the health coverage. The District of Columbia is pushing forward health coverage. And it's about how Mayor Muriel Bowser is making an effort, like a campaign, an awareness campaign for everyone to get signed up for health insurance. And DC, the city, is kind of making it easier, and they're having sort of a fair, a medical fair, where you can go get tested or certain stuff. And then receta is like a doctor prescription. Oh, okay. Thanks, Alejandro. So yeah, in a different context, it means something different. Yeah, it's about DC getting health insurance coverage for everybody. So that's really good, really important. This article is about, it says, its opinion, editorial, es la diversidad estúpido. Means it's diversity, stupid. That's what caused so many Democrats to win the midterm elections. Estas elecciones reflejan con contundencia los nuevos tiempos del país. Estas elecciones, these elections, reflect con contundencia. Contundencia is a new word for me. So that means like incredibly powerful, something like with great force. With like, I don't know, you could probably change it if you translate it to English just to make it, smoother to come out of the English language. But estas elecciones, these elections, reflejan con contundencia. Reflejan, that means reflect. Con, with. Contundencia means like great strength, or, with like ample clarity, whatever. Los nuevos tiempos del país. Los nuevos tiempos, the new times, del país, of the country. De is of, el is the. You combine them in a contraction in this form, del país. Instead of de el país, del país. What's the name of my room? What are you talking about, Candy? I don't have a room. It's my car. Oh, do you mean room in Spanish? It can mean cuarto, but it can also mean, because somebody from Spain told me, at least in Spain, see, Spain Spanish is a little different from a lot of other countries. Every country can have their own terms. Think about it. It's like English. In each country, it's a little different, and in different parts of the countries where English is spoken, it's different. But supposedly in Spain, room means like a bedroom is more like habitación. Think about it, habitation. But I'm used to just the word cuarto. So I think maybe cuarto is more for like Central and South American countries. And I'll get the light on for a little bit. I wanted to save the car battery even though it doesn't use it. ¿A quién estás diciendo shut up to? ¿A me estás diciendo shut up? I didn't say shut up to anybody. No work today? Mickey Mouse, I haven't seen you here before, I think. Matt, thanks for joining us. Here's one for, and I could tell right away what this is. It's some kind of law firm saying, te lo has ganado, reclámalo, es tu dinero. Whenever you hear it's your money, it means like it's like, hey, you were wronged, and we'll represent you in court, and you know we'll get your money back for you. Like if you were hit by a car, if you had a workplace accident, whatever. 17 people here. Click like. 17 personas aquí. Haz like o click like para promover mi video en YouTube, to promote my video on YouTube. Hi, Patricia. So this ad in this newspaper, El Tiempo Latino, says, te lo has ganado. This used to really trick me up a lot, but when you read it several times, like now I'm used to it fine. But all the direct object verbs and indirect object verbs, which is te and lo, used to mix me up a lot. I would mess them up so much. I was talking to somebody once in Spanish, and she was like, yeah, your Spanish has really fallen back. But te lo has ganado just means you've won. Reclámalo, or you've earned it in a way. Reclámalo, claim it. Es tu dinero. It's your money. And this is something, el crédito. Oh, but this isn't a law firm, I see. I forgot about this. El crédito por ingreso. I messed that up. El crédito por ingreso del trabajo. That means the credit for work income. And there's an acronym, but it's an acronym in English. EITC, that's EITC, por sus siglas en inglés, for your English acronyms, es un beneficio para la gente que trabaja y tienen ingresos bajos o moderados. So it's a program to help people with low income, because es un beneficio, it's a benefit para la gente, for the people que trabaja y tienen ingresos bajos, that work and have low incomes. Tienen ingresos bajos, have low incomes, o moderados, or moderate incomes, I guess. Para tener derecho al crédito, in order to have the right to the credit, debe reunir ciertos requisitos. You should meet certain prerequisites or requirements, requisitos, requirements, y presentar una declaración de impuestos, and present a declaration of your taxes, aunque no adeude ningún impuesto, even though, aunque is even though, no adeude. Adeude is a new word for me. Apparently that means owe. But deber can mean owe. I said también. También, also. También is also. And you notice I used deber earlier. It said debe reunir. That means you should join, or you should meet, and then ciertos requisitos, certain requirements. Impuestos, aunque, taxes, you should present a declaration of your taxes, aunque no adeude ningún impuesto, even though you don't owe any taxes o no tenga obligación de presentar, even though you don't again owe any taxes, or you don't have an obligation to present. El EITC, the EITC, reduce la cantidad de impuesto reduces the amount of taxes que adeuda that you owe, y tal vez le y tal vez le dé derecho a un reembolso. And maybe it, I think that means that, like, yeah, maybe it gives you the right to a refund. Reembolso. And bolso is like pocket, so it's like reembolso, it's like put back in your pocket. I think I'm kind of using the context clues of that one. But le de, and de has the accent over e, or the letter e. So I'm thinking that means it may give you, I didn't, because that's not normal for the de, like of or from, like Ponce de Leon. No, I didn't eat out today, by the way. Wait, you have the police form? What are you talking about, Matt? Police sample? When is the next cooking video coming up? When I can't, I don't know. Because I filmed one, but I don't have a computer to edit it. No, I didn't eat out today, by the way. So I ate grocery. I didn't spend any money today. I'm so glad. So I'm finally actually saving. When I don't spend an ass load of money, I save money very quickly. So I bought groceries the other day, and if I can even limit it to, like, even if I go kind of wild and spend $100 on groceries a week, which I don't know if I will. Let's say, oh, I saw a shooting star. If I spend, let's see, I really, because the groceries were like it was more like $40 this week, because a big part of that was just the plastic silverware, and that's going to last me like 5 months or something. Let's see if I stay in my car 5 months. But so it's at $40, and it's lasted me 2 days so far. So actually, okay, $44, because I bought 4 cans of these little like tuna salad and chicken salad with crackers from Dollar Tree. $44. That's lasted me 2 days. It's going to last me probably tomorrow as well. So if I can stretch $44 into 3 days, and I am a little bit, hungry generally, but I'm just, okay, not eating as much. I'm still eating healthy. $44 in 3 days. Somebody do the math on that, whatever. But so what's 44 divided by 3? That's like 11 is 33. 12 times 3, 36. 13, 39, 14. So that's like 15 times 3, 30, 45. That's like $15 a day. So then a month. What is that a month? $15 a day. And if it's like times 10, that's $150. 20, $300. 30, $450. Okay, so that's kind of a lot. So I would still try and find ways to buy cheaper food. But also, I went to a Safeway to buy that food. So this time I'll go to like Aldi or Walmart and try and get cheap stuff and like an even bigger cup of peanut butter, a jar of peanut butter, so maybe it's cheaper by the ounce. I don't know. But if I what the hell was I gonna say? $450 a month. $450 por mes. $450. 400. Some sounds are still, my tongue is weak. Like I can't form, like retribuir. Retribuir. It's like redistribute in Spanish is difficult for me. Redistribuir. That buir, like I'm just not good at sounding. So I'm trying to do it over and over again to strengthen my ability to make that sound. Redistribuir. You notice the STR is real weak for me with the tongue using on each one. Redistribuir. In English sounding, it's easy. Redistribute. But when you're using your tongue for the T and the R, it's like one after. It's like, my tongue is paralyzed. Redistribuir. But yeah, $450 por mes. I would still save a substantial amount of money. So that's really good. If I could do that, and hopefully I could do it even cheaper. Again, I'll still go out to eat like once or twice a week, because I do want to go to restaurants, especially Hispanic restaurants, where I can practice my Spanish. And also just nice being there. Like when I talk to people and they know, when I tell them like Spanish is my second language, I'm still learning it. You know, tell me. I tell them, like, you know, like I ask them, like, what did you say? Like, I understood some of that, but what does it mean? Help me out. A lot of times they're glad to tell me. Like, they're glad to be telling someone something they know. Because how many people really stop and ask Hispanic immigrants, you know, to correct their Spanish, especially Hispanic immigrants who only speak Spanish, because that's what a lot of the people I've encountered are. Some are learning English, but you know they don't know it very well, and so you know they're self-conscious about it. But that's a good opportunity. And then now I actually have more, like I've improved my Spanish each time I go there, whereas before I was going almost every day to one or the other place, and it got tedious even for me, and it's like there's nothing to talk about. No, I don't speak Greek. I don't speak any Greek, really, except for one or two words. But abogados de inmigración, that's easy. Immigration lawyers. La primera consulta es gratis. La primera, think about primary or the first. Primera consulta, consultation, is gratis. That's another one that can be difficult to pronounce. Is free. First consultation is free. La primera consulta is gratis. I almost said consultación. But in the way to learn Spanish, by the way, or really any language, I'm sure. Spanish is my second language, yeah. And no, not really interested in learning Greek. I don't care. I don't need to. I feel the idea of learning a third language, it almost feels like a huge defeat for me. Like, what the hell did I spend all this time learning a second one for, and only to start over with a third? No, I'm protesting landlords, and I'm protesting learning a third language. Even though it would be nice to speak a third language, actually. But if I did learn a third language, I would think maybe French or Italian. For one thing, Italian is so similar in many of the words to Spanish, but also I would like to be able to watch French or Italian movies without subtitles, because some subtitles are just crap. La primera consulta es gratis. Oh, but what I was saying, the way to learn another language, or at least to learn Spanish, pronounce things very, very slowly and deliberately. You cannot learn it by doing it quickly. So it's like learning a musical instrument too. Same thing, or a sport, or anything else. Maybe sports, I don't know, but musical instrument, you do it slowly. So a word like that was difficult for me. Let's see. I want to look for a word that's difficult to pronounce. Nueva ley de acción deferida, deportación. There was one article that tripped me up. Diseñador, that's easy enough. Diseñador, that's designer. Anything, yeah. Bordados, los bordados, that's embroidery. And the article about El Salvadorian dresses and garments that were put on for a fashion show with these indigo dyes that were handmade. Let's see. But what was a difficult word here? Oh, redistribuir. Okay, so already I'm getting better at that, but it's only when I say it in isolation. You got to say it very slowly and deliberately to train the muscles in your mouth to say it right. See, I didn't get the R, the rolling R on that. Redistribuir. Deferred action for child arrivals, DACA. Yeah, we got to protect DACA. No, I don't support landlords. If we need affordable housing, who can argue against affordable housing, by the way? So if someone's got an argument against affordable housing, you got an argument for landlords. Good for you learning Spanish. My nephew's wife is Chilean, so my kids picked it up fast. Me, not so much. Thanks. Yeah. So redistribuir. Notice how slowly I'm saying that. It's like 2 seconds to say that one word. Redistribuir. Redistribuir. See, it took a second for that R after the T to get. to get working, to get rolling correctly. Redistribuir. Redistribuir. But now I can do it faster, easier. See, even only a few tries doing it slowly. Yeah, interesting. Alejandro, so you're saying, can you say prioritariamente? Yes, I can. But words like that took me a little while. With all the I's in them, I get mixed up in them, and I just, not even pronouncing them is hard. Just reading them and making sure I'm saying them right. So prioritariamente. See, I added an extra A in there. Prioritariamente, because it's hard to read it every time as if it's new. So you got to just practice it, so when you see the word, you instantly know how to pronounce it. Prioritariamente. Another one I just saw, I never heard before, but apparently means the same thing. Primordial, but in Spanish it's like primordialmente. I think that's it, which is, again, same thing like primary. But let's see, it was in one of these articles right here in this newspaper. Let me see if I can find the exact word. Primordialmente. It meant primarily, but I hadn't seen that word before in Spanish. Where's primordialmente? I know it was in one of these. Primordialmente. Primarily. But I had never seen that. But you could tell the word primordial. It's like primary or primarily. Oh, my ears are hurting again. I work at Immigration UCIS call center, and 75% of my calls are Spanish. Thanks, Alejandro. The tongue roll is not too hard. It only took me like an hour to learn, because for the longest time I couldn't do it. And then when I just practiced it slowly one day for an hour on a live stream, I got it. Subvenciones, subsidies. Entretenimiento. That's another one that can get confusing because all the I's and all the vowels in there. So, entretenimiento. Entretenimiento. You just have to say it slowly enough times so then you can do it quickly. I've already practiced it, several times, so I can say it. Buenas noches, thanks. Entretenimiento, and that means entertainment. Entretenimiento. But that's how you learn it, very, very slowly. Entretenimiento. 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 Say it dozens of times until it's easy to say. Entretenimiento. 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 That's a mistake people make, is they don't do it slowly. They're insecure about it. They're afraid of taking it slowly. And so they try and go through the words so quickly, and they never learn how to pronounce them correctly. Primordialmente. I think that was the word. Primordial, like primordial, but where was it? Primordialmente. Primordialmente. I hope that's the right word, because I don't want to learn it wrong in my head. Excuse me. Please. Freedom races. Oh well. Damn, I don't want to mess this one up because I don't want to remember it incorrectly. Primordialmente. Tienes buena pronunciación. Although the spelling was all messed up. Pit, doggy, dog lover. But thanks. Yeah, again, you do it very slowly, though. But that's you take the time and patience to learn it slowly. To get your R y Rs. Because there's two characters sort of in the alphabet for R in Spanish. It's not just the R. R is R, and there's the double R, which comes in the Spanish alphabet. It's R. So it's R and R. Which article had primordial? Primordialmente. I think that was the word. I hope there's not more. Please tell me there's not more syllables in the word, because then that just means I'm practicing it incorrectly. La temporada. That's something I kept forgetting. The season. Temporada. Season. Like winter, summer. I still got to learn my seasons properly in Spanish. Aren't the verbs and nouns reversed? I get so confused. They can be. So, like, if I said I'm going somewhere, I could say, like, yo is like me, me voy, like I'm leaving or I'm going. Or I could say me voy yo, like I'm afterwards. Or I could just leave off the yo, because me voy means I'm going anyways. Or I don't know if that one exactly can, but other stuff like if I would say like salga usted means you're leaving, but usted is you, in the formal you. Like salga usted, or you know el salió, oh salió el, or el salió. Either way, it means he left. So you can, but I like it because it's very simple the way it's laid out. Primordialmente, where the hell was it? Polifacetica. Polifacetica means multifaceted. Polifacetica. I don't know if I'm going to find it. Contribuyen. That's another one, because sometimes I want to add an I inclined to add an extra R in the word, even though there isn't another one. Contribuyen, and that'll mess me up. Agradecer. Another thing, A and E, or A and E, can mess me up when I'm saying a word and then I switch an A and an E, and that's why it's really careful. Those like agradecer. It's not to mess it up, and then you make it a habit and you always say it wrong. Agradecer. Agradecer. Entramado. Entramado. It means framework. Entramado. Framework. Uruguayo. See, and that's an easy one to mispronounce because I'm used to saying in English, Uruguay, like Uruguay. Uruguay. But in Spanish, it's Uruguayo. Or Uruguay. I don't even know what the English of that is. A person in Uruguay? What would you... Uruguayan? But in Spanish, it's Uruguayo, not Uruguayo. Uru. It's U-R-U, and the U is phonetic in Spanish, so it's pronounced the same way every time. It's not like in English where you can just... Certainly, it just depends on the word, how you change the pronunciation. Uruguayo. Uruguayo. I gotta look up this primordialmente and make sure I got it. Oh, I found another article. I didn't even notice that before. Another one to translate. Yeah, I'm not gonna find the primordialmente right now. But I'll look it up later on my phone. I'm a new speed over to do up. What are you talking about, Matt? Anyways, what time is it now? 11:47? Yeah, we could keep going a little bit. Yeah, I wish I could find it. How many of these things, where did I put it? Contundencia. That's another one with the T and D and N. It's easy to just mash all the sounds together and mess it up. That's why I have to say it slowly. Contundencia is like forcefulness or energy. Contundencia, not tensia. It's a D for the second one, or da, or de. I mean, what am I saying? De. Contundencia. Contundencia. Estas elecciones reflejan con contundencia, especially with the con before it. Con means with. Con contundencia, 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 los nuevos tiempos del país. Oh, thanks, Footsteps in the Dark. These fingers are hurting so much. I guess it's from lifting weights. I don't know. I'm taking my multivitamin and fish oil pills now, but I heard a report on the radio saying fish oil pills actually don't help with prevent heart disease at all. They said they don't hurt, but said they don't help. So I already got them. I figure I'll take the bottle, finish them. They're not going to hurt. And I don't know. I should eat more fish. So here's another one. This one, it's good. I got to learn more food terms. That's a problem. So I know all these verbs and everything, but I don't know stuff for like items, objects. So here's an ad for Shoppers Food Warehouse. Precios bajos. That means low prices. Bajo is low price, is low. Precio, price. Cada día, every day. Sabores del mundo. Sabor is flavor. Sabroso is like flavorful. Del mundo, of the world. So flavors of the world. They got food from all over the world. And it's nice they have the names of the food next to pictures. That's like a cheat sheet. That's an easy guide for me to learn. So here we have manzanas orgánicas. I already know manzana is apple. And by the way, the Z in Spanish, you don't say it like Z in English. You would say it almost like an S, basically, like se. So manzanas. Manzanas, even though the first S sound is a Z. Chuletas de cerdo. I don't know exactly what chuleta is, but I guess it would mean like cut of pig. Cerdo is pig or pork. Con hueso, that means with bone. Hueso is bone. Paquete familiar, that means family pack. Paquete is pack, familiar, family. Oh, pork chops. Thanks, pit doggy dog lover. Alright, Footsteps in the Dark, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Naranjas, navel. Naranjas, that's easy, orange. Dole ensaladas. I think they misspelled ensaladas. Because ensalada is salad. And they clearly have salad here. Estilo chopped or premium. I wanted to say an English word in Spanish, but chopped or premium. So they're using English words there. Camarones empanizadas. Camarones empanizadas. That's like coconut shrimp. And I only know that from the picture. I didn't even know those words. Camarones is shrimp, obviously, because there's another one, contenedor de camarones, and that's one of those like platters of shrimp. Carne de res en conserva. Now, carne de res, I don't know what res is, but it means carne is meat, like red meat, beef. They have something called soda champagne. Rio Grande pupusa de queso. Pupusa, I don't know, it's like a wheel of cheese, kind of, but it's kind of like cheese that crumbles up. Cupones digital, exclusivo cupones digital, exclusive digital coupons. Viernes, that means Fridays. Regalos gratis, free gifts. De fabricantes e coupons. De fabricantes. What's fabricante? It means like made, or like a fabrica is like a factory, right? Fabricante is like made, some, I don't know. Ore aún más, that means save even more. Cuando descargada el app Shoppers, when you download the Shoppers app. Descargar is like to download. Especiales de cerveza, beer specials. Especiales de cerveza. I wish I could find that primordialmente, but I think I got the right word. Transporte gratis. Gratis. That's when I messed up, because I say the I, like gratis. The E, I say it like the American pronunciation, or I, instead of E in Spanish. The letter I in Spanish is E. That's how you pronounce it. So I messed it up. I have to be careful not to slip into an American pronunciation, because these letters are the same as in English, for the most part. Transporte gratis. I don't want to mess that up and get lazy and say gratis. 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 Res is pork. Oh, okay. Thanks, Alejandro. Transporte. This is an ad for medical transport service or something. Yeah. Transporte gratis al médico para todos los miembros. Now it says transporte gratis, free transport al médico, to the doctor or hospital, para todos los miembros, for all the members, for all members. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking, like, don't they mean all members of your family? But I'm like, no. See, you can't assume and get mixed up in your own ideas. It just means members of their network. AmeriHealth Caritas, District of Columbia. So it's like some kind of healthcare network. And they say it's free medical transport for all their members. El mismo número, nuevas formas de llevarlo allí. So the same number, el mismo número, nuevas formas, new forms, de llevarlo allí, of arriving, or of picking you up there, of taking you there. See what I did? I was using the direct translation, but then I realized I have to make it make sense. And so I was going to say pick to carry, llevar. I almost said it in American, but llevar can mean carry or pick up, but in this case it means pick you up for a ride. Llevarlo. Now when you say de before a verb in the infinitive, like de llevar, meaning it doesn't just mean of and then the verb, like of to pick up. It means like kind of current, like currently in motion, currently happening. Like nuevas formas de llevarlo means like of picking you up or of taking you there, instead of just you would think de llevar means de, it means like of. Think about it, Leonardo da Vinci, Leonardo from Vinci, or like of Leonardo of Vinci. Formas de, nuevas formas de, new forms of llevarlo. Llevar just means to pick up or to carry, but when the de is before it, it means like of picking up, new form, or taking. Lo, llevarlo, so lo is the direct object. It means like, I think in this case, yeah, it's a direct object, so it means like the location it's talking about. So it's like the direct object of picking you up to there. Llevarlo allí, and allí means there. I think I got all that right. The lo is what I used to get mixed up, but it's not an indirect object, which would be le, meaning a person, like picking you up. That wouldn't make, it wouldn't necessarily use that. I don't know. Still little ambiguities can throw me off, but I'm pretty sure I understand that correctly. Oh, and I didn't notice this back page. Maryland. Con Acevero hay 3 hispanos en el Capitolio de Anápolis. With Acevero, there are 3 Hispanics in the capital of Annapolis. Or Annapolis capital. Alright, well, I should get going to bed. I'm not trying to stay up too late. I'm trying to go to bed at a reasonable hour. And, actually get some sleep. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Gracias por mirar, or por mirando. Wait, how do I say it? If I want to go to bed. To go to bed, it means different from just going to sleep. So, dormir. Oh, me quiera dormir. I want to go to bed. Oh, I was saying like Spanish for or. Quiera dormirse temprano esta noche. I want to go to bed early tonight. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Good night. Buenas noches.